Look at this. Look at this innocent soul. A 1-year-old dog, trembling, broken, suffering unimaginable pain. This is what happens when our local government does nothing. When law enforcement turns its back. When the courts refuse to act. Every official who fails to make or enforce animal laws is responsible for this. Animal cruelty is rampant, neglect is ignored, abuse is excused, and why? Because local leaders refuse to do their jobs. They refuse to pass the laws that protect animals from suffering like this. Here's the truth. If you sit in a government office and you refuse to draft animal ordinances, you are complicit in their suffering. If you're a sheriff or police chief and you refuse to train your officers to handle animal cruelty cases, you are complicit. And if you're a judge, allowing animal abusers to walk free with a slap on the wrist, you are complicit. This is not just incompetence, this is willful negligence. These officials don't care about the suffering in their communities, and that makes them just as guilty as the abusers themselves. Law enforcement has the power to stop this, but in too many counties and parishes they refuse to act. How many times has someone called the police about a starving chained dog, a starving horse, food bowls empty, water bowls empty, living in filthy cages, crowded cages only to be told, it's just an animal, we have bigger problems? Law enforcement's job is to protect the vulnerable, but when it comes to animals, they consistently look the other way. As the creator of this video, I have seen firsthand the lack of care from law enforcement. You see, I used to be a law enforcement officer, and there are some departments who will piecemeal an animal control service yet not really make any changes. In my opinion, it is for propaganda only. I cannot tell how many times I have seen animal cruelty yet very little was done, if at all. Let's us continue. Sheriffs, police chiefs, if you're not training your officers to handle animal cruelty cases, you are failing your communities. Even when an abuser is caught, our courts fail to deliver justice. How many times have judges given nothing more than a small fine to someone who tortured an animal? These weak sentences send one clear message. Animal lives don't matter. We demand harsher penalties. We demand felony charges for severe abuse. We demand that judges take these crimes seriously. Because until they do, the suffering will continue. Stronger local animal ordinances. If your local government hasn't passed strict anti-cruelty laws, demand they do it now. Mandatory law enforcement training. Officers must be trained to recognize and investigate animal cruelty. No excuses. Strict penalties for animal abusers, no more slaps on the wrist. We need felony-level charges, not just fines. Public accountability. If your sheriff, police chief, or local government refuses to act, vote them out, expose them, hold them accountable. This is not just a tragedy, it's a crime. And our leaders are complicit. Local government, law enforcement, and the courts. This is your failure. And we will not stay silent. It's time to demand change. It's time to be their voice. This should not be happening to our animals. Animal lovers, advocates, pet owners need to step up and demand that government systems do their jobs. Our Lord's creations have suffered far too long. This is Dr. Mark, animal advocate, fighting for justice for all of our animals. Please, if you would, let me know if where you live have animal ordinances in your parish and/or county. I would like to know. You can send that information to my Gmail at positivepersonals@gmail.com. Thank you.